Actions are a little bit like Photoshop brushes or styles or shapes that you can create them and then save it off as a file that you can send to somebody or upload to the internet. The internet has crazy amounts of free actions that you can download. So just going to a Google search and typing in free Photoshop actions will probably pull up a whole huge list. So I'm just going to click on one of these kind of at random and take a look at what it's got. So this is Photoshop Action Packs for Photographers, which in my opinion is about the most saturated area of actions out there because everybody is a photographer nowadays and has a camera. So the actions in this will take a photo that is this original and then run these other effects on it. Photo actions tend to depend a lot on the qualities of the original image, so you can't always guarantee that you'll end up with a beautiful result by running an action if you have an image that is completely different in all qualities than the one that they show. So you could come on here or any number of other sites and find actions to download. Once you've downloaded a file, it is a .atn, and you can add it to your Photoshop actions by just double clicking on it. So I'm going to use this one, which is an action that I created, and I created this action by following a tutorial, so I recorded all the steps of the tutorial. One thing about using actions that you've uploaded is you don't ever know if it will permanently damage your original photo. So I highly recommend not ever using an action or testing an action on an original photo that's your only copy of the file. When you open a picture, there's a really easy way to make a quick duplicate of it by going up to the File menu, or nope, my bad, Image menu, and choosing Duplicate, and then clicking OK. So now we have two of these available, and we'll work on the copy. To look at the steps within an action, you can always click the little arrow drop down and it will show you the different steps. Here on the left are some boxes. Now if one of these boxes is set, that means it will actually pause the action so you can enter in a value or make an adjustment. So I'm going to show you how that goes by just highlighting this action and pushing play. So this is that first stop where it lets me size the pixel size. So I'm going to just type in 100 here, and then on this one it's good to go with the same size on both of these, 100 there. And I get this really kind of cool texture that I could use in any number of ways. And in this particular action, it actually does create a couple of layers, and the original is at the bottom. So that's what that action is. You can edit existing actions by grabbing a step. You can move it to reorder a step. You can actually delete it by pushing the trash button. You can even add an additional step. So if, for example, I wanted to add a flatten at the end of this so I didn't end up with 3 layers, what I could do is just click on this action, push record, and then come to my layers panel and tell it to flatten the image and push stop. So now that is a new part of that action. To save the updated action, I would click on the folder, click on the drop down and say Save Actions, and then give it a new name.